Can anybody tell me why in the world my knees would start hurting in the middle of the night? We had a really good workout today. It was different. I was able to do it. It really did. It ached a little bit, but I was able to increase my weights during the training. And so now I see it's good when you have different teachers and trainers to show you different exercises. So I guess I'm getting used to it. See my red dress? My coworker gave me this. I mean, my colleague gave me this dress. I can't wait to wear it. I'm gonna see how good it looks against my black skin. Can y'all tell I had a tan from going to the beach? I can. I was looking so good and I was looking like a black snack cake, okay? So I went on my YouTube page and I let everybody know to join me on Facebook because I went on my Facebook page and let everybody know to join me on YouTube. So I hope they're gonna come on over because we're gonna start taking the platform to YouTube and just letting Facebook people know, and that way they can join me over here. I want to get into and good morning everybody. It's 3:49 in the morning. A lot of times when people with mobility issues and who don't sleep well, I haven't gotten my CPAP machine yet, so I'm up in the middle of the night. And what better time than now to talk to everybody and share some real issues. This is a platform, it's called Lose Weight With Me. So I noticed from going on vacation and even going back to Ajax Center and even going to an event, I went to a support group tonight. As soon as they said, "You want something to eat?" I was like, "Yep, sure do." So this, if you want to see yourself, watch how you act when there's an opportunity to eat around or whatever your thing is. I don't know about any of the other stuff because my stuff is eaten. Luckily, they had chili, and she didn't give me a big bowl, which I was grateful. She gave me a few crackers, which I was grateful. And so that's protein and carbs. And so, oh, excuse me. So I received that I'm greedy, and then I was like, I want. She was like, "You want a cake?" I was like, "No, I want a cupcake." But I only ate one bite of it because they don't really make. You have to really know how to cook. You have to be old school to cook cupcakes that I like. All these new school cupcakes, no. And why waste your good tasting on something that don't taste really good? Okay. So the keywords that I brought today is activities of daily living, life management difficulty. I was looking at my notes from my doctor's office, and I'm going to start talking about some of those diagnoses that they put on in my medical chart, and many that we can relate to. Now, this isn't for us to take this stuff dead hard seriously, because if you look at, I didn't talk about it much, but for the last 2 months, every time my home care worker take my blood pressure, this is so unattractive. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh well. Every time she takes my blood pressure, I'm just doing a cat stretch. Ow. It's high, 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 high. I'm talking about stroke level high. 197 over 120. I'm talking about all the time. And then sometimes after I've had a nap or if I remind her to take it before her, I start doing things. It'll be, within normal range. So, and this home care agency is so wonderful that they call my doctors like Debra's blood pressure is high. However, if you know, I get up most days at 5:30 and I go exercise. So if you have to carry all this beautiful bodaciousness around, baby, your blood pressure will be high too. Because you got to move it. You've got to move it, move it. You've got to move it, move it. You got to move me, honey. So I'm like, look, I tell you, that girl looks so good. It don't make no sense. Y'all know when I'm talking to y'all, I can see myself. It don't make no sense. It's a wonder I'm so big because I'm so vain. Child, I tell you. So when I went to the doctor yesterday, it was like 136, his regular range. And he's like, tell your home care worker to take your blood pressure within 30 minutes after you've at least sat down and things like that. But honestly, even at that, if I go somewhere, I'm getting into my wheelchair, I'm getting out of my wheelchair, I'm getting out of my wheelchair to come home to sit down. If I'm changing clothes or taking off my clothes, or after I've exercised. And if I come home from exercise and then I have to go somewhere else, so that, see how many times I'm getting up and down? Baby, that blood pressure going to be high. But it's okay because I'm exercising many days of the week. It's making my heart healthy. It's I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm watching as I'm eating. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And working on that mobility. So it's gonna be high. What I did yesterday in training, oh, y'all gonna be so happy. And I did try to put the video in my shorts. I'm doing a long video of me getting up, but it is something wrong with that thing in that software. So I'm learning how to edit. So I don't know. But I took my shoes off after I take a nap, or if I had a day off, which Wednesday was, I took a day off because I went to the doctor. So I was well rested Thursday. Baby, I walked so fast. My feet was moving so fast, just like that right there. And it was a blessing because when I'm outside of my house, I move way more than I do when I'm in my house. When I'm in my house, it's kind of like I'm still scared. But as I am working on my weight and watching what I'm eating and things like that, and trying my best not to go back to Greedyville and not to gain weight, my next weigh-in is going to be September 12th. So I've got to pull it together, Miss Debra. So it's okay. I'm going to stumble my way to success. So if I lose weight, or as I lose weight, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, I'm going to move faster. And hopefully as I do that, I'll begin to build my confidence up. So, excuse me, y'all. When I went to the doctor, I was looking at my chart. And of course, I have a home care worker. So that's because I need assistance doing activities of daily living. So that's a term that you can use if you need help getting your clothes together, showering, bathroom help, organizing your room. It's mostly for things in your room. It's not really for the other things other than cleaning your bathrooms. Also helping with food preparation, that type of thing. That's called activities of daily living, ADL. And it's a wonderful support. My old home care agency had me thinking I didn't need no help. And I told my doctor, I said, "Doctor, decrease my hours." He says, "No, why don't you take this help because you need it?" So I was like, see, that's why you can't always listen to people who are in official capacities, because my old home care agency, they're unprofessional, didn't communicate with me, were rude. And I think it's because I'm intelligent or maybe difficult. I don't know which one you want to say. But I want to say that my agency now, they come drive an hour to do their assessments. If I have a problem, they fix it. I don't know if you remember, my adjustable bed was up for 6 months. He came in and got it down because that's not good for me. He told my home care worker to dust my ceiling fan. I said, my ceiling fan, because he was like, she has asthma. And I didn't know I had asthma. I think I have seasonal asthma or something, or seasonal allergies. But in either case, when he came in here, he assessed my room. Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to tell you. My other agency, they were like, that it's not their job to help me get my clothes together. So it's just like night and day. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. But I know I'm not the only one. One of the things I shared with you all, when I first started going to wound care, or when I went, it was because I was sitting in my sofa, my chair in the living room, and I was trying to get up. This is before I was only just swimming or just starting to exercise, and I had a scratch on the bottom of my leg, and I didn't really know. So when I went to the doctor, I said, "Doctor, it feels funny back there on my leg," and that's called a pressure ulcer. It's basically a fancy name for scratch on your leg. But I want to share those terminologies because if you have been experiencing some trauma, and weight is a emotional issue. So yes, something happened, honey. And these are definitions they're going to use on your chart. And that's also definitions you can use to explain to your doctor what's going on with you. Even if you don't have insurance, they have agencies that help and offer free medical. Use some of these terms to share with the doctor what's going on. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. How are you making it? People get in my inbox and they share with me, oh, my home care worker is coming this time. She's going to help me take a bath. She's going to help me do this. She's going to help me, or he's going to help me do that. So it's nothing that we need to be ashamed about. This journey it's just that. It is a booger. I went to a support group meeting today. It's a confidential support group meeting, but I'm excited because guess what? It's where healing takes place, and it's all in the name of Jesus. So sign me up. I'll take Jesus behind door number 1. Sign me up. Sign me up for the Christian Jubilee. Write my name on the roll. I've been changed since the Lord has lifted me, and I want to be ready when Jesus comes. Sign me up. Sign me up. Excuse me, I got a cough. Excuse me. This is gonna be... Nothing's gonna change. People are gonna stay who they are. Systems are gonna stay who they are. I have to change. Today when I went to the Senior Citizen Center, I hadn't been in 3 weeks because I've been traveling, busy, all that. And I was asking the stand-in executive director, who is a man, who's a finance person. And finance people, they really are stuffy. But he's not very warm. And I was like, I need you to come and walk with me, make sure I can enter through these doors. His thing was, we can't do this every time. I got my new wheelchair. So I think I should be able to. Sometimes it's approach. Sometimes some people, white people, I know some of y'all be like, well, black people no, it's really when white people act ignorant. When they act uncaring. When they act indifferent. You're at a senior citizens facility. You need to be caring and nurturing and all of that stuff. So I was like, the ADA says, Title III, that people should be comfortable and not harming themselves. So I don't want to hear what you're talking about. Fix it. Fix the building. We leased the building from the city of Clarksville. I said, you know what? I'm going to go talk to the mayor myself. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear excuses. Everybody has a right to feel comfortable when they come to that doggone center. But guess what? This is a big old Clarksville, and I don't have to come. And that kind of energy makes me not want to come. And I'm not. I'll come a couple of days a week, or I'll come and get some lunch and leave. Because I got plenty to keep me busy, honey. It ain't no one thing. That's what education does for you, even though I ain't got no money. That's also what money does for you. It lets you put yourself, and even if you ain't got a penny, baby, you put yourself where you're wanted and where you are welcome. And let me tell you, when I see the staff, and even the old director, she will tell me all the time, you are welcomed here. Because that's what, I know everybody wants to say it's not a black-white thing. Whatever, you don't know nothing about history. It's that type of stuff that makes people who look like me not want to come to places where y'all are. And it's historical, it's systematic, and it's racist. And you can think what you want. It don't even matter because it wasn't your experience. However, I don't let stuff like that stop me. Because the YM, if that was the case, I would never go back to the Y. Because, baby, they ain't trying to hear it. But guess what? Girl, I can't wait till that pool get fixed. I'm going to be the first one in it, okay? Ain't nothing going to stop me. Don't stop till you get enough. Ain't nothing going to stop me from participating in this United States of America, from getting all I have to get, and from doing all I can for my mobility. It's the fellowship of beautiful people at the Ajax Center that makes it wonderful. There's this older white man. He was so proud to tell me he has black grandchildren, and I'm sure, well, he's from like Washington State, so they may or may not have been more open. But in either case, whether I'm in a wheelchair or not in a wheelchair, or I'm 150 or I'm 350, or in my case, over 400 pounds, everybody should feel welcome at a public facility that serves the general public. Period. That's what it is. What it is now. What's up? I don't know what that song. And I was telling my niece, girl, this is new school song. I don't know what they be talking about. But can a player? I don't know. She said, but that song ain't new. I'm like, it's not. I don't know. It ain't Run DMC. So I just thought it was new. She's like, Deborah, that song came out in the 2000s. So what I'm talking about today is activities of daily living, life management difficulty, and pressure ulcers. I felt good or not that I didn't feel bad. The director called to say, good morning, good morning. He called to let me know that they are going to limit the time when we can go someplace on the paratransit to 7:30 to make it more in line with the regular bus stations. And so that was good. I appreciate her doing that. And that makes sense as well. I love the paratransit. So as we look at life management difficulty, it's good. Hi, Peter Smith. It's good to have these things available to me. I do have a car. I do drive it. Not often. It's time for me to pay over $100 for my doggone tags. Don't nobody want to pay no $100 for no tags. Especially when I don't drive my car that much. So, oh no, you don't know. I think last year I didn't pay it for 2 months. So it's not due again for another 2 months. And so I am going to wait them 2 months. But normally I bought my car in July. And I'm ready to buy a new car, another truck, and I still owe a lot of money on that doggone car. So I'm looking at that though. This is what I'm saying. The answer for chronic pain, mobility, obesity, fat, all that chronic pain is live your life. So I got to call and find the salesperson I'd spoken with. I think I want a GMC. I want a full-size GMC, but I don't really want a Tahoe. I mean, even though that's probably I just think GMCs are good cars. And it's more like an American car. And so I just really want an American car. So let me see if I can figure something out. Okay. So it's important for us to support one another and also to really champion the things that we might need. Activities of daily living. My home care worker said you need a thing that's going to help you pull, because let me show y'all. Let me see. Oh well. I don't know if I can show y'all this because let's see. You see this part right here? Like I literally pulled that part out of my bed over the years. I've had maybe 2 years or 3 years. Well, I've been home almost 3 years, so I've had it 4 years. I've been home, let's see, 2020, 2021, 2022. It's 2023. COVID happened 4 years ago. Wow. So that's how I get in bed. So after 13 months of exercising, I'm just getting my joints and my bones and my thighs and my muscles acclimated for movement. So that's why it's important to get you a groove and stay there. Once you start, don't ever think about stopping. So now my Tuesday exercise, the evening exercise class. Oh, thank you. I got some green tea right here. I ain't drinking it. So I'm going to make some more. Really what's happening with that, thank you for that, is that once I get my CPAP, I've already had my sleep study. So let me tell y'all, they have an appointment late September. Oh, the doctor wants to read and see what kind of CPAP you need. I said, we already know what kind I need. It's in the file. All you have to do is order it. But see, the game they play is, oh, well, I said, why don't you order it and have it ready when I get there? Well, he don't really have that kind of time. He wants to look at it then. That's called get some copay. And hey, I ain't mad at you because I want some copay too. So if you want to meet with me, Miss Deborah gonna need some copay. But thank you, Danielle. So that's part of it. Although it had stopped for a while, it just came back last weekend, and that's probably because I was so hot. Or I spent I was around all that jungle out there at the Liberty Park. That's probably what it was. Because I spent like over an hour out at the park Friday. So since Saturday, I've been coughing. But thank you. But I don't want to take too much honey because I don't want to gain no weight. But I do put I do the green tea. I do the ginger and other thing tea, and then put some lemon in it. And if I haven't eaten up all my sugar-free cough drops, I'm just greedy, child. I tell you. Then I can put one of them in there. But really, yesterday I dropped my cough drops on the floor, and yesterday I was just eating them. I'm greedy. I'm not sitting up here gonna tell y'all, okay, just because I'm on this journey, I am so perfect. No, the compulsions to eat whatever is available is right there. Now, let me tell you what's available. I got 2 little mini salads right here. Is it available? Yes, it is. I got some cucumbers. It is available. Yes, it is. I should be eating those. Am I eating them? No, I haven't. I'm not. I got some peanuts. I don't want to eat no peanuts because that's just going to run through my system. So part of it is I need Jesus to direct my palate to want to eat the things that are good for me. Even though I don't have a problem when I make my menu, print my receipts at Walmart, have a delivery, and ask my home care worker to cook it for me. I don't have that issue because she gonna do it. But I ain't got nothing really good. The only thing really good I got is I did find a seeded watermelon, so I hope and pray that they have one, or the dum that shops my groceries will look until he or she finds one. Because why would they have it in the inventory and not have it in the store? We have come a long way away from that. Half the time, the people who shop my stuff don't even get the stuff right at all. But what can I say? Sometimes I do go pick up my own groceries, but it was kind of difficult. When you take blood pressure medicine, you can't eat grapefruit. Really, what the doctor should tell us is, let me take you off of this grapefruit, off of this blood pressure medicine, and you just go eat some grapefruit. Grapefruit naturally heals high blood pressure. So, but I don't really like it. But I mean, I was trying to eat it one year, and one of the older ladies, I said, oh, I'm going to get this whole bag of grapefruit. And she was like, baby, do you take blood pressure medicine? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, you can't eat grapefruit. Because I had started off drinking the grapefruit juice. I'm like, I can do grapefruit. So yes. But I'm gonna get some watermelon. And I talked to Coach today. I said, Coach, can I eat watermelon? Am I supposed to measure it and things? He's like, yes. He's like, you don't want to just eat it, just all you can eat. Because like I said, my obesity is an emotional issue. It ain't because I'm not eating. It ain't because I'm starving. It's because I'm using food to deal with my emotions and my problem solving. And honey, it is not a good combination. So we were doing the exercise today, and baby, my inner thighs, that thing, I was like, my inner thigh, I felt my inner thigh was hurting because I was just like pinching because we were bending down like that. And I said, Lord of mercy. I said, is that a food group? I mean, what kind of muscle is that? But it's your fat inner thigh, gal. And the reason I'm here sharing this is because it is truly a journey. Everything, physically, mentally, it's a spiritual journey. The physical can't solve it. Only God can solve it. So that's one reason why I'm glad. I'm not going to go to the support group every week, only when we don't have dance class. Because I need to move my body. I need to move it. I need to move it. So that I can gain some mobility, be around good music and good energy. I hear people say that all the time on YouTube. Good energy. But also good things that's possible. So that's the thing. If you want something, you've got to be around people who are doing that. And so I'm hoping to go back to Zumba one day. I'm hoping to go back to step aerobics one day. I'm hoping to be able to do the line dancing without being in my wheelchair one day. I'm hoping to even go back to church. I was looking at the chairs at the support group. So my chair sits up this high, and their chairs are down that low. That's why it's not comfortable for me. I did try at Easter. I lasted 2 hours. So walking in there, carrying all this weight in there, was one thing. But being able to sit, I actually started sitting out in the hallway, but I could still hear. And then I moved to, after they had the service, they had Sunday school. Then I moved to a bench, and whew, I lasted through Sunday school. I almost through Sunday school, not almost Sunday school. And I had to go home because my body is big and my body is comfortable when it's stretching out. Like, let me see. So like, okay. So like right there where my knee is, it's just stretching out. It's just comfortable. It's just comfortable bending. This leg is comfortable laying. And those of you who with mobility issues, you understand that. And that's okay. Sometimes when I first started, people wanted to come on and talk to me and share their issues. Baby, I got them too. But, and then I didn't know what to do with all that. It was stressing me out. I'm like, baby, I'm trying to figure this thing out for myself. But what I want you to know is, number one is hope in Jesus. And number two is hope in life. And number three, we can still progress through what we're going through. And I'm saying this for me. That's why I am going to start a weight loss group for people who have had weight loss surgery and for anybody else. Because sometimes, like my doctor yesterday, he was like, I'm proud, because he was happy that I lost 33 pounds. Even though I told him I gained 7 pounds back, but that's normal. And he was like, why don't you have weight loss surgery? I said, I'm not having weight loss surgery. And he said, well, you lose 150 pounds in 6 months. I said, I'm not in a rush. You can't let everybody tell you what you need to do. Now, if you've been following me since 4 months ago, because my doctor just recently moved to the next town over, like in January. So about 4 months, every time that everything come out of his mouth is weight loss surgery, weight loss surgery, weight loss surgery. Do you think he would be pushing weight loss surgery if he didn't know my insurance would pay for it? But when I got through telling him that's him and my knee doctor Josh, I'm like, Josh, I was like, what's your name, doctor? Josh. Okay, Josh, I'm not doing weight loss surgery, so we can stop talking about it. And the reason is I'm not. And if I decide to do it, it won't be right now. It will be after I have captured, through the Lord Jesus Christ, my propensity to eat my problems away. And in order to not do that, I have to accept things as they are. And that's probably a challenging thing in every area of my life. Family, society, life, every area. And then I can carry on. Yes, there you go, Danielle. I don't know if Danielle's a girl or a guy, but I understand. Tomorrow, the guy's coming to fix the ceiling things. He fixed it, but he really still do the same shake. So he's like, I'm going to have to, when you're not in the bed, I'm going to have to take it down. So, let's see. When I am home, I sit in my bed. And so he may have to do it when I'm here because I want to sit down. But tomorrow I might start cooking or whatever for a little bit and let her help me make my bed because I pulled all the covers off of it and let her remake it. And he might just have to do it with me in the bed because I can only do like up to 2 hours before I need to sit down. And like I'm laying back like this because it's comfortable. Sometimes when I do my lives, I'll be sitting on the edge of the bed. And then my body will say, come on, let's flip over now. Because I can't move until my body tells me it's ready to move. So that's what's important about my weight loss, your weight loss, my mobility, my chronic pain issue. Listen to your body. Mm. Well, I would take a one of those ibuprofens, but I don't remember where it is and I don't see it. So that's my thing. If I don't see it, then I don't know where it's at. So let's see. Oh, Daniela, tell me something. Never knew what I was missing. And I know once we start kissing. Oh, is this it? Oh, here it is right here. So I'm going to take some. He can cover you up with plastic and change your ceiling fan. I had done mine last week. Oh, yeah. He ain't got to cover me up with no plastic. We just put a sheet. That plastic costs $11 for that big heavy duty plastic, child. Plus, he cleaned it out yesterday. Like he was here just the other day, and so it ain't like it's dirty. I cleaned it this side. He cleaned that side. But I'm gonna go ahead and take these two. See, that's all these months and all these years I stopped taking pain relief because I just was like, if I just sleep, it'll be all right. It'll work. So I had been mixing my water flavor this week with some Kool-Aid, and then I found out the Kool-Aid brand Kool-Aid has red dye number 4 in it. So I can't buy that. So my niece was telling me they have another brand that doesn't have that red dye number 4 in it. So I'm gonna get that because I'm buying some no sugar added instant tea so I can make like iced tea, and then I can put a pouch of the Kool-Aid in there, and then to change the flavor, and that'll be no sugar, very low calories, like maybe 2, 3 or something like that. Just mix up the water, and that of course makes me want to drink it because it tastes really good. And I remember my one weight loss doctor was telling me if I do like fake sugars, don't do it for a long time. Just do it for a short period of time. So, anywho, I remember that. So I'm going to go to the Sit to Fit classes today at the Ajax Center, and I'm going to do my lunch. Then I'm going to come on home and meet with my healthcare worker and the guy who's going to fix this fan. And so I just really wanted to talk about activities of daily living, life management difficulty, and then pressure ulcers. And I have a whole sheet. I went through my chart and I just started writing out diagnoses that went together. And I'm going to talk about those because we want to encourage each other. It's not just weight, what you're eating, exercising, moving for mobility. And oh yeah, we can get a sheet. It don't matter because I'm already. Well, yeah, you're exactly right. We can get a sheet, or he can just take it down. Don't worry about me. You know, he just wanted to. I know he wants to be polite and all that good stuff, but Miss Debra gonna have to sit, and Miss Debra gonna have to be comfortable. And that's another thing that I'm learning. For years, my body was really hurting, but I wouldn't even say anything. And people would be having me all over the place, even when I go out of town. And I would never say to them, my body is hurting and I'm in pain, because I didn't know how to. And now my journey, it requires that I speak up when I'm in pain and say, or just don't go. But sometimes my home care worker, like last week, I had a whole agenda of things we were going to do. She said, Debra, you're in pain. Why don't you just stay home? I'm like, it's okay for me to stay home. She's like, yeah. And on some level, I just go back to being a black woman. We just know how to work. We don't know how to do nothing else. And that's why I'm looking at where am I going to go for my next vacation, like next year. Well, there's an event I want to go to. If the Lord provides a way, then I'll go. If I can get the money by next week, and if I can't, I'm not gonna go. And when I went to my vacation, it was 700 black people there, and every time one man saw me, he would give me a hug. That's why I like my people. He wasn't trying to flirt with me and all of that. He just would hug me. He would give me a hug. Hey, sis, come here. Or he just walked to me and just hugged me. And I appreciate that. That's the culture that we are a part of. Honestly, even sometimes with some of the white guys at the senior citizens center do that. But they know that. But honestly, I was hugging one of the ladies, and one of the Asian ladies was like, I want a hug too. So I can't even say it's just it's just black people. People want a hug, honey. People want a hug, honey. Everybody want a hug. Okay? And that's why I'm not going to stop going to the Senior Citizen Center. Because people just drop by for like 10 minutes just to talk to people, make a connection. And so that's something to remember when we get in our feelings about somebody treating us wrong. Remember, there are people who need to connect with you, who need you. Because we can't, nobody can replace you and nobody can replace me. People are not irreplaceable. You can't replace people. The only thing you can hope to do is connect with them. So, I just want all of you to feel worthwhile, feel that we can do it, even in your pain, even in your sadness. But baby, you ain't gonna be sad all the time. It's only a season for everything. So let's move away from that sadness and get on to gladness, and just chill. When it's next week, you get to see my new bathing suit bottoms. Yay, yay, yay. And it's gonna be yay, yay, yay. It's gonna be fun tonight. Yay, yay. Or maybe they have it fixed by maybe the pool will be open Saturday and I can go Saturday. So tomorrow, it may be open tomorrow, so we'll see. Alrighty then. I just want to say peace and hair grease. Comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share a tip. Get in here. Watch my videos. Let me know if there are topics that you might want us to discuss. And if you want to do my 15-minute exercise class, come on. It's only $5 on the Cash App. If you want counseling, coaching, which is getting started, you want to talk about how you can get started, that's $35. Come on. Come on. But most importantly, let's just do something. Plan it out, baby. We can do this, okay? We can do this, okay? We can, and just because it's not 100,000 people on my site today, believe me, there are 100,000 people who got mobility, obesity, lymphedema, gout, all the stuff, baby. And when they find our channel, they're gonna be like, okay, I see you red dress, I see you gout, I see you lymphedema, I see you exercise, I see you weight loss. I'm like, yeah, come on, get you some too, okay? Peace and hair grease. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye. Thank you for being on my page. Talk to you later.